Hey, what's good, y'all? Top of the morning, man. Yeah, I want to touch on this topic real quick. Um, I got a little whiff of this interview where Jim Gray was being asked some questions, and I don't know what it is about Floyd Mayweather. I don't know if it's the fact that he's seemingly so cocky, you know what I'm saying, or arrogant with his money flashing and all of that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure that Floyd has or makes substantially more or has made substantially more than these what do you call it, these little reporters and these boxing writers and all of that other shit, you know what I'm saying, whatever it is that these commentators, yeah, all of that shit, you know what I'm saying. So I know, they feel some type of way, you know what I'm saying, about somebody like Floyd Mayweather, not too articulate, you know what I'm saying. they I'm not gonna go there, you know what I'm saying, but what's understood don't gotta be explained. Them type of people, they don't think that people like Floyd, people like Tank should be in the position that they in, should be able to make the type of money that they making, you know what I'm saying. I mean, it is what it is. But with that being said, uh, Jim Gray goes on to say that uh, Floyd Mayweather ruined the sport of boxing. Fighters don't want to lose because they're trying to be like him. I totally disagree with that um, conclusion or statement because um, if you're paying attention, you can, and you've been watching boxing, Floyd fought more champions than most people. You know what I'm saying? I mean, regardless of when he fought them, these people were champions, a lot of them on his record when he fought them. Most of the time, he didn't want to fight nobody unless they were a champion, or he would fight somebody after they've had their biggest win. That's when he would try to fight them. So for Jim Gray to come out with that outlandish statement, man, is beyond me. You know what I'm saying? But I get it. You know what I'm saying? I know why they do shit like that. It's just hate. The same way people be hating on Javante Tank Davis and certain people be hating on Jerron Bruce Ennis. And critiquing Jerron Bruce Ennis mistakes and hating on Jerron Bruce Ennis, that's two totally different things. Critiquing his mistakes is more so um, being concerned. You know what I'm saying? Because you want to see great things for the fighter and you see the potential in him, and you may want him to fix certain things because you can see down the road somebody could capitalize off those mistakes or whatever, opposed to someone saying, man, he ducking this person, he ain't fighting nobody, man, who he fought, he ain't you see what I'm saying. So it ain't the same, bro. You know what I'm saying. All y'all motherfuckers like to how can I say it, like um put it all together in one category. You know what I'm saying. Anything that you don't like that's being said about Jerron Bruce Ennis is hate. Or anything that you don't like that's being said about Devin Haney or Shakur Stevenson, all that shit is hate. No, man, you gotta, break down what's being said, bro. Don't just go off half cocked over the first little thing you heard. Listen to the breakdown, you know what I'm saying? And then, base your determination off of that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be going off half cocked too much, man. Just like y'all was going off half cocked with this Rolly fighting Manny shit. Like y'all know that that's a fight that's gonna happen, and he got a whole mandatory. You know what I'm saying? I can't even think of the dude's name, but I put him in a community post. I know he beat. I know he beat up Ocampo in April of this year, I believe. You know what I'm saying? He stopped Ocampo. He got 10 knockouts in like 17 fights. You know, and he got a perfect record. He's from Uzbekistan or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And he damn near got a 5-star rating. So it just seemed like, it's a lot of shit going on, man, in the sport of boxing, man. And uh it's kind of funny when people say that shit when they be mocking blue blood, but hey, in certain instances, things are subject to change in the sport of boxing. You know what I'm saying? But we all know he be bullshitting when he be saying it. He just say that shit to try to get around the fact that he got called out on some bullshit, or you know what I'm saying? He got exposed as a liar or a capper, whatever the fuck y'all want to call it, man. But yeah, man, I strongly, or I should say, I have a firm belief that it has nothing to do with Floyd Mayweather. Now, I would say fighters want to move or mimic. I ain't gonna say move like Floyd, but I'm gonna say they want to mimic Floyd Mayweather as far as um, the money that he made off of his fights. You know what I'm saying? They want to get Floyd Mayweather paydays. You know what I'm saying? But you can't say that it's Floyd's fault because they're not really trying to be like Floyd, because the majority of them aren't really trying to fight the best. They just trying to get in where they fit in, you know, and try to rob the sport of boxing like Floyd Mayweather say he be doing, robbing the bank. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, Floyd Mayweather put in a lot of work and fought a lot of better opponents, you know what I'm saying, than these guys are fighting these days, to place himself in that position to act that way. You know what I'm saying? These guys acting like they done already did the shit that Floyd Mayweather did. You know what I'm saying? That's what's, you know, leaving a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths. But social media is the reason. That's the main reason why fighters don't want to take certain fights at certain times, because he is right in one aspect. Fighters don't want to lose, and it's a different level of humiliation when you lose these days. See, before, when we got to see all them fights during the Floyd Mayweather era and shit like that, we didn't have social media. You know what I'm saying? We didn't have social media. We didn't have all these different platforms, and you know what I'm saying? We didn't have all these different outlets to where people can just come up and voice their opinions. Now you got this AI shit. People can just generate all types of fake shit that looks real. You know what I'm saying? They can make it look like it's the individual, you know what I'm saying, that's really doing what, you know, this image or whatever, you know what I'm saying, this depiction is saying it's doing, and it's not even that person. And you gotta go to look to make sure that shit, damn, yo, you see such and such doing this, or did you see they made the, you know, or kissing your feet or whatever, you know what I'm saying, or bowing down to dude, and then you go to find out. I got people sharing shit with me. I go to a lot, man, this shit ain't even real, man, you know. And so it's a lot with this social media shit, man, that it makes it hard on these fighters. These fighters these days are very emotional. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's emotional, but a lot of these guys are overly emotional. You know, they take damn near everything to heart. You know what I'm saying? And you got people like Gervonta Davis. He got a draw. He got flamed. He got cooked. He got roasted. You know, he was a meme for a draw, right? You got Shakur Stevenson. The way he fought Edwin De Los Santos, he got a win. He is a meme for that fight. It's so many pictures of him looking like he in a track meet, trying to run from De Los Santos and all that type of shit. They got him like, you know, in a frozen frame pose, like he running from De Los Santos and shit like that. And he won that fight. You know what I mean? So just think what would have happened if he had a loss. Just think what would have happened if Tank Davis had a loss. You got Devin Haney. They say he got cheated by Ryan Garcia. You know, I got my different little beliefs about that. But nevertheless, he popped dirty, whatever. It is what it is. Devin Haney got flamed for allegedly being cheated. If he really got cheated and people was flaming him for getting cheated, I mean, the concept of that, that's kind of fucked up. Do you know what I mean? I mean, if a person really gets cheated, like Deontay Wilder, he got flamed, baby. Now, we got evidence. We saw that shit on the screen, bro. We saw a referee in Jack Reese tell the whole world, yeah, fuck you, nigga. I did this for the sport of boxing. The fuck is wrong with y'all? I don't give a fuck what y'all think. Yeah, I robbed him out of his fucking win. Basically, that's basically what he said in the first Tyson Fury fight. Yeah, I made the count long. Yeah, fuck y'all. You know what I'm saying? I did it for the sport of boxing. And then in the second fight, we saw gloves and shit flopping back and forth. We saw knuckle prints through the fucking gloves and everything. People ignored that shit, act like it wasn't nothing. Turned that man into a fucking meme. You had Sean Porter, a guy who was from the same stable, PBC, jumping for joy when he lost that fight. He was one of the commentators, sitting right next to Andre Ward. Shout out to Andre Ward for not acting like he was too proud of that. You know what I'm saying? This is the first time I saw, one of the first times I seen Andre Ward, really standing on business when it come to that sort of shit. You know what I'm saying? The way he be capping for Bud, but he was standing on business, man. If y'all go back and y'all watch that fight, all right, go to the end, man, and just watch how happy Sean Porter is. I swear to God on my motherfucking life, this nigga's feet left the ground. He was jumping for joy. Do you hear me, bro? Literally jumping off his motherfucking feet and clapping his hands, bro. I didn't even know he had an issue with Deontay Wilder. Sean Porter, I didn't know that. Happy than a mother. I'm like, why is you so happy, dog, that your brother lost to a white dude? Whether he got cheated or not, why the fuck you so happy, nigga? And after that, man, I couldn't rock really with Sean Porter. I respect that he'll fight and all that, but bro, I don't rock with no Sean Porter, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all might not know, but my first boxing coach, Hal Chernoff, he's Sean Porter's cut man. Well, when Sean Porter was boxing, just look at his last couple fights. Whenever you see a guy putting the Vaseline on him, that was my first boxing coach. A white dude named Hal Chernoff. You know what I'm saying? But that's here nor there, you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, man, it's crazy, man. Dude rooting against you and all of that type of shit, man. You got Floyd Mayweather was rooting against Deontay Wilder. It's just weird, man. All this boxing shit is weird. If you not clicked up, they'll band together and be against you. If you not clicked up with these guys and all of them kissing ass and all that shit, they can't wait to see you lose. They don't give a fuck if you with the same promotional company or not. You would think it would be like some, you know what I mean? Like some brotherly type shit. Nope. No, sir. Ain't no code, ain't none of that shit, yo. Not when it comes to this money. I mean, hey, I'm just saying it is what it is. So when these fighters know that if they lose and they lose in devastating fashion, that they're going to be a fucking meme, bro, they'll do anything not to become that via Terrence Crawford, via Shakur Stevenson, you know. At this point now, with what happened with Ryan Garcia via Devin Haney, these dudes, they're going to do whatever not to lose and not to, become a meme, man. So let's throw all that it's Floyd Mayweather's fault that boxing is the way it is shit out of the window, because Floyd Mayweather clearly isn't the reason for that. You know what I'm saying? I believe it's the people's fault. The boxing fans, the boxing pundits, the analysts, the commentators. It's y'all fault. Y'all the ones that be critiquing and overly criticizing these fighters and shit, especially if they don't like a fighter, bro. They be going overboard. I heard one of these motherfuckers, I don't know if it was Mike Coppinger, one of these motherfuckers talking shit about Keyshawn Davis's dreads. Like, Keyshawn Davis is the only one he's seen with dreads. Like, I mean, like, just anything, bro. They don't give a fuck, bro. You know what I'm saying? They'll make fun of your appearance. What the fuck you think they're gonna do if you get knocked on your ass? Come on, man, bro. They not trying to go through that shit, fam. These fighters they don't got it, man. A lot of them. They don't have that mentality, that warrior mentality like that. I would tell you who I do see a little bit of that in. What's his name? Abdullah Mason. I can see a little bit of that in Abdullah Mason, I can see a little bit of that in like Kermel Moton coming up. You know what I'm saying? And I guess because they haven't got to the point in their career where they got something to lose yet. You know what I'm saying? So it seemed like as of now, the way they fighting, they willing to go out on their shield. Even Abdullah Mason got knocked down twice. he got back up and did his thug thizzle. You feel me? He did what he needed to do. You know, got the fucking job done. You know what I'm saying? He made a couple mistakes, but if he's correcting those mistakes, like I said, I see Jerron Boots Ennis making mistakes. If Jerron Boots Ennis corrects those mistakes, hey, you know, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's about, if you make mistakes, everybody makes mistakes, but do you learn from your mistakes or not? Or do you keep making the same mistake? That's my whole thing. It seems like Abdullah Mason has been correcting his mistakes. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, it's just a few fighters out there. I might have left a few out, and if I did, it's no disrespect to them. I'm just saying, man, it's like a last of a dying breed when it comes to like those like old, I ain't gonna say old school type of fighters, but to have that warrior mentality, you know what I'm saying? It's rare to see that. You know what I'm saying? One of the last ones that I saw that really had it, that had something to lose, was Deontay Wilder. Okay? Yeah. Deontay Wilder. Devin Haney seemed to want to fight everybody at a certain point in time, but we all know that Devin Haney was clearly trying to weight bully, or using his weight, height, size, and reach as an advantage to take advantage of smaller guys. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, even though he was, you know, he wanted an advantage, he still claimed to, you know, try to fight the best and want to fight the best and all that. But Shakur Stevenson got in the ring with him. That fight didn't happen. So, you know, people got their own little opinions about that type of shit, negotiations or whatever. They say they tried to shortchange Shakur Stevenson, knowing that he wouldn't take it. That was like some type of what do you call that shit? Some type of tactic that they use. I forgot what they call it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a form of manipulation, but in another way. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know damn well if a fighter prides themselves on their skills and how good they is and all that type of shit, that they try to make a certain amount of money if they fighting a champion or something like that. You feel me? And you know that if you offer them a little teeny ass bit of money, that 9 times out of 10, they're not gonna take that shit. Now, I'm not saying that's what happened, but that's what I heard, man. You know, so it is what it is, man. But yeah, man, I ain't crazy about Floyd Mayweather outside of the ring. You know, he is who he is, you know what I'm saying? But inside of the ring, you can't really deny him. Okay? You know what I'm saying? And maybe it's because Floyd about to come back and make some more money. You know what I mean? I noticed that shit. You know, every time Floyd announced he gonna come back and fight somebody, they come with this hating shit or whatever, man. But it's definitely not Floyd Mayweather's fault. It's you fans' fault. It's these commentators' fault. It's these boxing bigwigs' fault. You know what I'm saying? The Mike Coppingers and all of that type of shit, and people that be shitting on these fighters. And it's embarrassing, bro. You know, when you lose a fight now, it come to the point where it's embarrassing. It's not like, oh, you did your best. That's not what people don't treat you like that, bro. You got your ass. Yo, you got it. Yo, he beat the fuck out of. I mean, I'm just saying, it's not like, man, yo, you'll get him next time, fam. Yo, yeah, man. Hey, man, I thought you won that fight. Yo, you did. It's not like that no more, yo. It's not like that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are really hard on these fighters, man. No homo. Y'all really rough on these fighters. Really, bro. You know what I'm saying? Half of you people and you dudes that make these videos, y'all don't even want to be embarrassed. Y'all have an image to maintain, and y'all just YouTubers. Y'all say y'all got a passion for boxing, and y'all so worried about what other people think about you and how they're gonna view you that you refuse to show a video of you doing anything that got to do with boxing. You guys won't even get up here and throw a motherfucking jab. You know why? Because you're afraid of people like me critiquing you, saying, hey, I told you these motherfuckers couldn't fight, and they just be on this bitch running their mouth. You see what I'm saying? Real shit, y'all. I'm telling you, that's why they won't do it. They won't do it, man. I'm telling you, man. I'm like that. I'm like that. Go to search their page, scroll, looking. Let me see. All right, ain't no boxing stuff on here. All right, let me go to the shorts. Scrolling. What the fuck, bro? Ain't nobody throwing no punches. Ain't nobody in no gym. Ain't nobody. Where the fuck all this boxing shit come from? You know what I mean? And then you asking somebody to prove something the same way they asking these fighters to prove something. And they got an attitude with you now. They fucking act like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hold up now. Okay, so we not practicing what we preach no more. Okay, you guys real when it fits your narrative. Okay, I get it. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. But I'm just saying, man. You know, if these type of people don't even want the critique behind somebody seeing them throw a fucking punch at the air, just shadow box a little bit. You know what I mean? Ain't gotta be nobody in front of you. Look at nobody throwing no punches back. Just get on there, show some form. They don't want to do it, bruh. They don't want to do it. But what make you think a fighter want to get knocked on his ass and or a fighter want to lose a fight, bruh? And you got content creators that's scared to throw a fucking jab just based off of or the fear of the backlash they're gonna get in the comments. Man, you need to stick to cut, man. You need to stick. Yo, yeah, man. Go ahead and stick to being a boxing, what they say. Go ahead and stick to being a YouTuber, fan. Boxing ain't your thing. All types of shit. They're going to be cooking them all in their comments. You see what I'm saying, y'all? I'm just saying, bro, man. I don't know no other way to break it down. It's early in the morning, yo. You know, I ran across that little article and I felt the need to touch on it, yo, because I'm sick of motherfuckers just trying to blame older fighters for the way that, you know what I'm saying, or former fighters for the way that these new age fighters is acting and not taking no accountability in the way that we be treating these fighters when they lose. You know what I'm saying? Who the fuck wants to lose, bro? Knowing the humiliation they're going to have to go through, bro. Who? Come on, man. Y'all know what it is, man. I don't even know why y'all be sitting on here acting like, you know what I'm saying, y'all don't understand. There's so many of you, you know, I just don't understand. I just don't understand why. And I just don't understand. You understand, you know? You know what I'm saying? You understand what the fuck is going on, you know? And if you don't understand, it must not be meant for you to understand, you know what I'm saying? So, y'all get in the comment section. Tell me how y'all feel about the video. And I'll holler at y'all later. At the end of the day, Black Dr. Phil, I'm out, man.